to chapter 5, the simplified techniques for diagnosis of the soil chemical quality. This chapter, again, we still in the simplified techniques for physical, chemical, and biological quality, right? Now we're in chemical quality. I bet you guys start having fun with soil learning, right? Now, let me introduce you with the further two chemical quality. The first one is soil pH, you're probably familiar with that. And the second one is soil organic matter. Let's check it out, what we're gonna learn so far today. Soil pH or soil reaction is an indication of the acidity or alkalinity of soil and is measured in pH units. The effects of soil pH is great on the solubility of minerals or nutrients. 14 out of 17 essential plant nutrients are obtained from the soil. The soil pH can also influence plant growth by its effects on the activity of beneficial microorganisms. For example, bacteria that decompose soil organic matter are hindered in strong acid soils. Soils tend to become acidic as the result of, firstly, rainwater reaches away basic ions like calcium, magnesium, potassium, and sodium. Next, carbon dioxide from decomposing organic matter and root respiration dissolving in soil water to form a weak organic acid. And the last one is the formation of strong organic and inorganic acids such as nitric and sulfuric acid from decaying organic matter and the oxidation of ammonium and sulfur fertilizer. Strongly acid soils are usually the result of the action of these strong organic and inorganic acids. Next is soil organic matter. Soil organic matter is the fraction of soil that contains decaying plant or animal tissue by microorganisms. Soil organic matter plays an important role in enhancing soil fertility and quality in all three qualities. The first one is chemical quality. Soil organic matter improves its ability to store and supply essential nutrients and to maintain toxic elements. It helps the soil to cope with changes in soil acidity and the minerals in the soil decompose faster. Secondly, the physical quality. Soil organic matter improves soil structure, controls soil erosion, and improves water infiltration, including water capacity for plant roots and soil organisms to have better living conditions. And the last one is biological quality. Soil organic matter is the primary source of carbon which provides energy and nutrients for living things in the soil and improves soil microbial activity, thereby enhancing biodiversity. It traps soil carbon and reduces carbon dioxide emission into the atmosphere, reducing the climate change effects. Now soil pH is a little bit tricky. You can't check by your eyes, right? We totally need some test kit. Let me introduce you guys with this soil LDD pH test kit. Well, it's actually developed by the Land Development Department, Ministry of Agriculture and Cooperatives Thailand, and CESLA. So what we have in this bag, let me show you. First of all, is it has the user guide. This one is really well written and easy to follow. Okay, next we have the mix indicator solution where we wanted to check what kind of pH we have in the soil, and because of the soil color itself can be interfere when we do interpret the result, so we totally need the white powder here. And of course we have pH reading chart. You can see the color range from yellow to purple, and this is specific to pH from 3 to 8.5 that normally we can see that in the soil. And of course we need spatula for stir around to mix the soil with the solution together, and we test plate over here. Now let's show you guys on how to check the soil pH once you have your soil sample ready, and I have 2 soil samples. Come closer and take a look. I have two soy samples over here. I just label number 1 and number 2 so that way we can compare the pH of these two soils. So first of all, I like to label on the test plate as well. I'll put number 1 here and number 2 here. Just stay away from each other, alright? And then I'm gonna use spatula to take the soil sample. Okay, I'll bring that out and I'll put it over here, number 1. Next, I'm going to use the, this one is the mix indicator. I'm going to drop just a couple drop, I believe. Now you gotta be careful, you don't wanna add too much. That's supposed to be enough. Okay, I'll put it over here and I use spatula, just one side that I used before because I'm going to use the other side for the second soil sample. Okay, and then I just stir it around. To do this, you have to check the pH within like 3 minutes. So that's why I try to finish one sample first. I think that should be okay. And I use the tissue paper to clean up a little bit. And I'll leave one side there. Now I'm going to use the white powder. Okay, see you have a little holes there. Just sprinkle. Okay, this sample is number 1. Okay, it's pretty easy to check. I will lift it up a little bit here so you guys can see. It's very simple. See that? Look at the white powder now change to blue, light blue, which is a neutral or pH of 7. So number 1, the soil sample has pH of 7. Alright, I'm gonna do it again for the second soil sample here. It's really easy, right? Now, just so you know that, see, I have the soil kind of ready to check with this soil pH test kit. In the field, you have to do some preparation a little bit over the field, and I will keep that in mind and let you all know that in the field sometime later on. Now let's check the soil pH here. So I bring out the soil sample, put into the hole. See that the color of the soil different compared to the first one. That's good. And then I use the indicator again. Okay, that's it. And now you know the step because it's really easy to follow. And then you just stir the soil sample. I think that should be enough. And then I'm gonna use the powder, white powder. I'm gonna sprinkle the powder. Okay, that should enough. And then I'll bring it up again. Now, see, previously we on the light blue, right? Now it's move it up somewhere here. So the pH for the soil number 2 is 5, very strong acid. That's is all for soil pH checking. I hope you guys can do this and very fluently, especially when we be out in the field and we do that all again. Alright, it's a time for soil organic matter testing, and what I have in my hand is the soil organic matter test kit developed by the Department of Soil Science, Faculty of Agriculture, Kasetsart University, Thailand. But they are all written in Thai, but I'll try my best and hopefully in the future we will have all in English version. So let's see what we have in this box. First of all, we have 3 different solutions. The first one is the reacting solution, number 1. And the second one is solution number 2, which is catalyst. This one you gotta be careful because it's acidic solution. And number 3 is distilled water. You see that the syringe come along with these 2. This syringe is just for solution number 1, and this syringe just for distilled water. And we have the heaping spoon to get the soil sample. And of course, we totally need a reacting bottle. And I have the dropper there. This one is the user guide. And we have soil organic matter reading chart here. We have the test plate. And the most important, the sieve here. We have to get the soil particle in the siren that match very well with the testing. Before anything, just so you know that in the first step, we need to prepare the soil sample from the field by bringing the soil to dry for 2 to 3 days in shade until the soil is completely dry. If you get the soil is dry already, take about a half of kilogram of the soil sample and grind it with a clean glass jar by rolling the crusher back and forth until you get really fine texture like this that probably ready to sieve out. So I'm gonna show you here. Okay, so I'm gonna sieve to the size that probably the most suitable size to get the reaction done very well. I think we get that probably enough. Bring the heaping spoon here, and what we need just only 1 heaping spoon, okay? Okay, I got it, 1 heaping spoon, and then I bring in the reacting bottles. I just put the soil sample in here. And next step, I will measure the solution number 1, reacting solution, and I need just 5 milliliter. That's about 5. And then I just add solution into the soil sample. Then I just tilt to mix the soil sample with the solution, okay? That should be enough. Now what I need is the solution number 2. This one again, you gotta be careful because it's acidic. And after I put this guy in, it's gonna be a little bit gassy, so you gotta be careful with that. Not just the gassy, but the temperature getting higher as well. Okay. Now you have to mix it, but be careful because the bottom is really hot. With this step, you will let the reaction occur for 15 minutes, and I'll be right back. Alright, 15 minutes done, so I'm gonna add number 3 solution, which is just distilled water. But this time we need 10 milliliter, and I have just 5 milliliter syringe, so I have to do it twice. Okay, that's the first 5. And the second one right after that. Okay, now with water, we need further 30 minutes that we have to wait before we check the soil organic matter. I'll be right back. Okay, here is 30 minutes later. So the solution is ready. I'm gonna use a dropper to bring just from the top of the solution. You gotta be careful, otherwise you just stir the particle to mix again with the solution. Okay, I'm gonna put the solution over here. Wow, beautiful. Okay, that's good. Now let's check with the soil organic matter reading chart here. Now you can see that, oh, see that's pretty clear. The organic matter for this soil is high. Just so you know that previously we checked soil pH for the soil number 1. If you remember, the pH is 7, okay? And organic matter is high. So that means for the selected soil chemical quality in the case of soil number 1 is just perfect. So there is no limitation according to the chemical quality. And that's all for soil organic matter testing. Alright guys, that's all for chapter 5. I hope you guys have fun with the soil testing today. And we'll see each other again in the next chapter. Alright, bye bye.